Good morning, ladies. I hope you're all having a good day today. Sunny again here. I like to give you a weather report. I don't know why I do that, but I just do. It's a sunny day. Chilly, but sunny. So if you got really bad cabin fever, at least the sun is out. That's a good thing for me. So we'll do Happy Meal today, first of all. So Happy Meal today comes to you from Pablo Picasso. Who knew he did anything besides paint? Not me. The meaning of life is to find your gift. The purpose of life is to give it away. So, very good thought for today. Very good thought. So, there's that. The spool challenge is still going on. Linda commented yesterday she's got 5. So, if you want to beat Linda, you're going to have to, like, sew up a storm or wind bobbins or something. And Miss Jo, I think, is trying to get on the video today. So, don't be surprised.
If you see our kitty.
She springs up anywhere. So, this is the cup that you will win. So there you go.
There she goes.
There she is. If we inadvertently forget, and I'm going to probably say this a couple times today, your order, you message us and we don't respond back, please say something. I got a message from an Amy who we missed her email on Monday, and I'm sorry. I don't know how that happened. It did, but we will try to find some fabric for you. So if we missed you, you haven't heard from us in a little while, please, you are a crazy cat. Let us know, and we will try to get you fixed up as good as we can. Okay? I'm thankful that I was taught to sew as a kid. My mom was very much, you need to learn how to sew. And part of it was my aunt. My aunt was like, well, my mom is a very good sewer. She doesn't sew so much anymore, but when we were kids, she sewed everything, like towels and hankies, and, you just sewed everything. So she was determined that we should sew because my aunt was like, oh, well as you sew, your girls will never learn how to sew. Well, Mom decided, I don't think so. So we all learned to sew. First of all, it was straight lines like a towel. And then it was my dad's hankies. Then it was slips or, like little tank tops or whatever. But you had to learn to sew. So each of us sew some. My sister Jody could sew you anything that you want. Just by looking at it. You want a wedding dress? Sure, I can sew that for you. You want curtains? Sure, I can sew that for you. Whatever you want. She is
excellent.
You. Yes.
Sorry, gotta move a cat.
Excuse her. So I am thankful that my mother made me sew. Yesterday, I talked about Moda scrap bags we did the Quilt As You Go. And I realized that maybe some of you didn't know what I meant when I talked about Moda scrap bags. We don't always have them in the store, and right now we don't have them in the store, so I kind of feel like I'm teasing you, but I want you to know what a Moda scrap bag is. So when they're cutting their pre-cuts, they line them all up and they whack the first chop off. So it'll be like the heel of the bread or the end crust, whatever you want to call it, is that part. So sometimes they're all of one collection, and sometimes there's like 5 of one collection and more of the other collection. But so this is, I believe, Farmer's Daughter by Lila Boutique, one of my favorite ones. So just to kind of show you what you're going to get in one, and I'd opened this already, so if it's messy, that was because of me. They don't come messy like this. But so you can see, like, some of them are wider than 2.5, and some of them are narrower than 2.5. So you really get, and I've used some of this one off of there already, so you get random widths. That's why they cut that off, is so now they have a nice straight edge and they can go from there. So
are they different like fabric lines too? It's not the same.
Sometimes they have different fabric lines in them. They're not always all the same, and they kind of have like a little window peak thing that you can see kind of what's in there if you know your fabric lines. Like some people are really good and they can just tell by looking at like the end of it. They're like, oh, that's a so-and-so, and they can just tell. Or sometimes you can see like the top one like this, and if you knew that that was in a line of fabric, then you would know that, oh, that's probably what's in there. So those are what those are. They're $12.99. They're just kind of fun. It's kind of like a surprise package, kind of like
but we don't have any.
We don't have any right now. But so if you're wondering what those are, that's what they are. So charms are on sale. They're normally $9.99 and they're $7.49, and that sale will end tomorrow at 10:30. So if you want to pick something up tomorrow, you're doing curbside, let us know today. And if you're an online shopper, go and shop on there and see what you need and go from there. If you want coordinates to go with, if you wonder if we have anything, you can just let us know about that too. So yesterday I made an apron. We got this really cute fabric in. It's called My Happy Place, and it's by Lori Holt. You know how we all love her. Oh, My Happy Place. Yes, yes. Okay, My Happy Place. My Happy Place. So there you go. Happy Place, Happy Place. Lots of happy places. It's kind of a heavier weight fabric in the canvas fabric line, but not, you know, so rigid. Sometimes canvas is really like hard. This is soft and pliable. It's just a good weight for, well, for an apron or a bag. So if you're looking for like a sewing bag or a sewing apron,
it's almost like silky. It's
just a nice weight stuff. Okay, or pillows in your sewing room. This would be really cute pillows. You could do curtains with it too. I mean, it would gather nice. You probably would have more on your rod than sometimes. It would be more weight on your rods than sometimes because it's a little bit heavier fabric. But it wouldn't be crazy for like a valance or something if you want to do something like that. Actually, be a nice weight for that. So anyway, we have this in the store. It's wide. I want to say it's like maybe 50-ish. I don't know if it's 50. I can check on that tomorrow and let you know exactly how wide it is, but it's wide fabric. It's $16.99 a yard, which lets you know that it is wider fabric. So I wanted to do an apron, and I found this really cute free downloadable apron, and I'm sorry, I can't remember. I was looking at so many. I can't remember where this one came from. It was probably like a mashup of several. So this is the apron that I did. It has ties with casing that go up the side. Maybe you have your own favorite pattern of an apron that you like.
You gotta model it for us.
So I can model this for you, and I will tell you what I did and what the pattern says. So the ties come down here, and if I were keeping this and it were mine, I would probably like sew in here like whatever I wanted from my neck, so I would just be able to put it on. I wouldn't have to dinker with the side things. But it has a pocket here that you could put your rotary cutter
Pull
in.
it like behind. There you go. So they can see out.
Yeah, so there you go. So
looks nice.
I would want this here and that there, and so you get the idea of what it is. So I did exactly, the pattern will be as on a free download for you today. It's called Basic Sewing Apron is what I called it. So I'm just going to run through like kind of how you did it, because sometimes I am much more visual than I am verbal. So to explain something by showing is much easier than trying to read something. I don't know if you guys are that way or not. So let's pretend that this is your fabric. So when you buy it, it comes like this. The selvages are together, and this would be the length of your fabric. So the one pattern I said, it said to buy 1 1/4 yards. So that's going to be 36 and 9, 44 inches. Most of us are not that, we don't need that much. So it'd be like the length of your apron. So kind of measure yourself and see, do you need 36 inches? Do you need a little bit more? Some of you are nice and tall, and some of you are kind of squat like me, that you really don't need all that yardage. So look and see, whatever yardage you need, that's going to be the length of your apron, okay? So on your apron, I thought I had a pen here, measure over, on your fold line, measure over 6.5 inches. So from this foldy line over this way, 6.5 inches. And that's this part, the top part of your apron. So if you don't need that much at the top part, like if you kind of look at yourself and say, I'd rather it be 10 inches because I don't need all that at the top, then this is the time to adjust that, okay? So then from the fold over, you can do this all the way down through your thing. You're going to measure over 13 inches. So that's going to make your whole apron 26 inches wide. So from that fold over, you're going to need 13 inches. And that would be like all the way down your apron, okay? But 17 inches down from the top is where you're going to want another dot. Okay? So from this 6.5 over here to the 17 here, you're going to draw a line, whoop, up through there. And that's going to be where your casing goes into the side, okay? Have I lost anybody so far? It kind of all makes sense. So the directions will tell you to finish the top seam, to finish the side seams and the hem. And then you're going to roll this part over. Do like a zigzag stitch to kind of finish it. Press that over, then press it over again and top stitch there. Then you have a channel for your ties to go up through. And then you add your pocket. The pocket was 17 by 10, and it's going to go 2.5 inches down from your 13 and 4.5 inches in on your seam. So it's just nice and centered. But there again, if you try your apron on and you're like, oh, that's too high for my pocket, I want my pocket lower, make it lower. And then in your pocket, you can sew as many divisions as you want. I just sewed one because I thought it might be kind of nice to have a place for like a rotary cutter in there. And then I thought maybe I would want like a place for my scissors over here. But if you want there to be less, if you wanted there to be more divisions here, and somebody didn't clip their threads either. So you'd have a place for like a marker or something, because these I just thought I could just clip onto there like that. I didn't really need. But if you want little divisions here, maybe you have a cute little ruler or something you want to stick in there, you could sew, just top stitch more little division sections in there if you want to. So tomorrow there's going to be a fashion show, do I want to say? Some kind of a
costumes.
Show. Costumes, there you go. Costumes at the store.
To announce the next sale.
Oh yes, to announce the next sale. That should give you a little bit of a clue. Yes, absolutely it should. So, be using up those charms. Get busy sewing on those. Go ahead.
Bonnie asked, what number do I call in on today to give my credit card number? We can send you a direct message so you can get the number.
Yeah, so there would be the cell phone that you would call today. And I don't know that number just off the top of my head, but we'll try to put it in the comments later if you need to call that number today. So we're around, happy to take you and happy to help you. So
let's wait and see if there's any quick questions.
The basic sewing apron will be on the website as a free download today.
And we can put the fabric on too.
Yes. And for this, I actually, by getting a yard of fabric, I have enough to sew 2 aprons. So if you think, okay, I'm taking $16.99 and I'm dividing that by 2, that makes them like $8.50 an apron. And then you just need a 17 by 10. You might even have this lying around. Something red would be cute with this. A nice springy green would be nice. Trying to think what other colors. Yellow would be cute with this. Like a tanny color would be cute too. You could use that. Even a gray would be kind of pretty on here. So you probably have a piece of that.
Show the fabric again.
I use like a blue polka dot. Yeah, and it's just a really cute piece. And then you need 3 yards of something. I used a trim that we had at the store, and I just fed it through. So it's just, you need some kind of a trim piece. Or you could make your own too. You could actually like skip the channel if you wanted to, and if you just wanted to do like top stitch the neck piece on and then top stitch your ties, you could do that as well too. You wouldn't need the channel if you didn't want to. But there it is. It's a very simple sewing apron for you to wear while you're sewing. I know Jenny, and when I couldn't find a safety pin, this is what I use. Paper clip works just as well. I know Miss Jenny, she wears an apron when she's sewing, so she doesn't get all those fabric crumbs and all those little lindy thready things on her. And then when she's done sewing, she just takes her apron off, and voila, she's good to go. So, and we all should want to be like Jenny. She's amazing. So, there you go. I hope you guys are having a good day and staying safe, doing smart things.
I just put the phone number on there in the comments if anyone needs anything.
Yep, if you need to
today.
call us, just give us a jingle. We're happy to answer them. And tomorrow we'll be at the store, 10 to 1. That phone number is 330-893-3163. And I really wish I could sign them all to you too, because I just think that would be an added feature. Although I talk with my hands too much, I'm not sure that I could sign that well. So, all right, chickies, we will see you tomorrow. Have a good day.